We had the big news yesterday with Mike McCarthy on the COVID list with Dan Quinn taking over. Can you kind of just take us through that transition, Jerry, and what you're expecting with Coach Quinn taking over for Mike?
Well, I think it's important to realize that Dan Quinn has had years of working with what he's going to be doing Thursday. He's had years of on-the-field experience in current environment. I mean, it hasn't been that many games or that many weeks or that many months since he's been out there making those in-game calls. We're so fortunate to have him, and so fortunate to have him as recently as he's head coached and been on the sideline. If anybody can, he should be able to handle what he needs to do as defensive coordinator right there on the sideline. And he was obvious choice there for Mike to make. And he made it. The team really believes in him. I'm talking Dan Quinn, and believes in Mike's decision to put him in there.
And he'll maintain his responsibilities as defensive coordinator as well?
Yes, he will. And you've got to realize that we have, according to how you want to count some of those assistants to the assistants, we arguably have 26, 27 coaches. And that's almost three coaches to a player that's on the field. We don't have any shortage of coaches out here.
Jerry, how do you assess Dak's play here as of late? We're having a hard time judging you. On one hand, we say, well, you don't have Lamb, you don't have Cooper, that's going to affect anyone. On the other hand, we're saying, well, if you're a $40 million guy, you got to overcome that and win games. How have you looked at Dak's play recently?
Well, this may sound strange. It will. I thought Dak played a good game the other day. And we weren't hitting on all cylinders. Some would say, well, Dak was a part of that. He'd like to have some back that he threw. But in general, I thought that Dak played a good game. And have we had more success? Obviously we have. But I thought he did a really great job, particularly coming back after being thwarted, I'm going to use that word, most of the afternoon, and then come back and get us in a spot to win the game. So, again, he wants more. He does want more. We want more result, but that's not a criticism of him. I'm glad we've got him, boy. He's one of the best. And contrary to the fact that we lost the game, he got us back in position, and I thought he was the deciding difference to get us back in position to have a chance to win the game. And that's what we asked him to do.
Jerry, we know you've been saying the cavalry is coming. Can you give us an update? I kind of want to make it a three-person question. An update on DeMarcus Lawrence and get us set for the return of Randy Gregory and how you see him, all these guys mixing with Micah Parsons rushing the passer.
Well, I think they'll make a big-time difference. Lawrence has had a good week. You'll see him this week in New Orleans Thursday. Lawrence, my goodness, what a difference a player like that can make. He'll of course, have to get his game going once he gets back in here. But still, big difference. Right behind him will be Gallimore. Right behind him will be Gregory. I don't know that you'll see them this weekend, but certainly you could see them after 10 more days up at Washington. And I don't know, when I say them, I'm a little loose, but you'll see one or the other, maybe both, by Washington. And so, boy, that is help on the way. You could make an argument that that's 3 of your 4 down linemen right there. And so that's very, very encouraging, and there's no doubt in my mind. Of course, we're in a game that can take away as good as you can add to. We just happened this year to have a very unique timing of when players were injured and not available early, that they were going to become available as we get into the last third quarter, get on into potentially playoffs. That hasn't happened. This numbers of players, this quality of players, this numbers of quality players have not happened in my time here. And so bottom line is we have more coming that will make us better.